Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your second reading for May. Capricorn, it's okay if you see this reading after the month of May. If you stumble across it, it just means that there's probably a message or some guidance in there for you to hear. Also, you can watch this if you are a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn moon, or a Capricorn rising. And if you have Venus in Capricorn, you can look at this reading maybe from a relationship perspective, from anywhere from friendship to love. All right, but we are going to get right into it. I'm calling this my short and sweet series. I've decided for the second reading of every month that maybe that's the way I'm going to go. If you like this, let me know. And we're going to talk about energy that is or will be coming in and around you, okay? That could be energy that's already with you. That could be coming in anywhere from 1 to 2 days, weeks, or months, okay? I usually go with out to 3 months for my readings. So this card just came out, quieting the mind. All right, so overall energy is quieting the mind. Have you been really busy, Capricorn? Okay. Has there been things that I want to say have been keeping you up at night? Do you just maybe feel scattered, like you're not even sure which direction to go in? And look, this is a 32, or we can put it as a 5. It's like, you know that there's change that needs to happen somewhere in your life. Again, look big picture at this. What area of your life? It can be anything from home, family, to work, to, you know, yourself. Okay, Sagittarius just had very much a reading about self. And maybe I said that because you have some Sagittarius placements in your chart. I'm not sure. But with quieting the mind, it's, well, look, they're sitting in lotus and they're meditating, right? Does that mean you have to meditate? No. But does it mean that you should be quieting things down, slowing things down, sitting in solitude, maybe contemplation? All right. High Priestess. Yes, sir. There we go. Or yes, ma'am, actually. But look at this. The High Priestess is inner knowing. The surest way to connect to your High Priestess or your inner self, okay, getting in tune with your intuition and trusting it and accessing it and your divine feminine energy, and whether you're male or female, gender does not matter. We all have divine feminine energy. You need to slow it down. You need to quiet it down. You need to be able to go within to find that balance, okay? And really, isn't that what quieting the mind, or just quieting and slowing everything down is anyway? It's finding, you know, the balance, because you can't be too far up here or too far, you know, you need to be in the middle here. You need to access your inner High Priestess and start trusting that intuition. So like I said, if you're unsure, I don't know if I said it, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but if, you know, everything's scattered, you're unsure, you know something needs to happen, but there's so much running through your mind that you don't know, you're getting quiet with yourself to figure it out. It's really one of the only ways to do it. Because when I feel like if you are in a state of, and it could be panic for some of you, but you know, in that sort of, I don't know, just really stressed out or high-strung energy, it doesn't matter what anyone else says, right? That's why you need to go within and trust yourself, trust your own inner knowing. And if you have a hard time doing that, then call on Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever it is for you, and ask them to aid and assist you in this, okay? So let's get... And the other thing I want to say about this is what's just coming in is by doing this, because you're probably thinking, well, if that energy's coming in and around me, or it's already here, but okay, but why? I feel, like I said, there's something that you know that needs to change, right? It could even be a job, right? I mean, it literally can be anything, but good will come of this by slowing everything down, figuring out the answer. Okay, figuring out the answer, that is where your success will happen, okay? Whatever change it is here with this 5, I want to say, that needs to be made, that is where you find your answer on how to do it. But let's look also here with what do you need to be aware of to help you navigate this energy. Go the distance. Well, that is 1, don't give up, okay? I had this in one of the other piles too. Yeah, it's going the distance. You can't go halfways here. You have to go all the way. All right. You have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be sitting in lotus and meditating. If that is what you can do, then do that. It may just be taking 2 or 3 minutes of quiet time when you're driving in the car. Shut the radio off and just sit with yourself. You'll be amazed at what you might hear or feel. Okay. That would be advice, but this is, do not give up. Okay. The crossing the finish line is how this is going to happen, right? Like, think of it as a race. I also want to say, think of it as endurance. It might be a long race, right? For some, for others, it won't be. 2 of air, the 2 of swords. Yeah, it's getting clear. It's like you've come to a crossroads and you need to get clear on which way you want to go. Do you want to stay in this, it feels like spinning to me, like a little tornado, right? Your mind, or do you want to be calm and clear about you and your life or whatever it is? This is a crossroads. You can go one path or you can go another. Okay, but you have to choose and you have to take it to the end. You can't quit halfway through. You can't walk halfway down the path and then go, I think I'll just stay here. No, you need to get to the end because there's something good. I feel like I need to keep saying, at the end of the path, there's something good that comes from this when the change is able to be made, right? And again, it'll be different for everyone. If you are interested in a personal reading, which will be all about you, then you can certainly do that. My website links are on my page there, okay? So this is advice or guidance. The Hungry Ghost, this one has been coming out a lot. Obsession, scarcity consciousness, attachment. I almost feel like this is what we can ask this for this energy over here with that mind, that monkey mind, just going, like the little tornado. Is it an obsession that's keeping that going? Are you attached to something? I talked in the the Sagittarius reading, I think about the angel and the devil, I think there was a cartoon that used to show that sitting on your shoulder. And are you in that devil energy where you're attached to something and that's what keeps your mind from being clear and quiet? Are you worried, like the scarcity consciousness? Like for me, that is, oh no, that's all the oh no's and what ifs, okay? And that will just keep you turning and turning and turning. So let's get a tarot with this card as well. I feel like they say, don't feed the hungry ghosts, okay? Because what do I want to say about ghosts? I feel kind of funny saying it, but they're here, but they're not here, okay? They're not in present person, right? So you need to be in the here and now, not obsessed about something from past or present or future, or attached to other things, or worried about everything. Transformation. Well, I love that because, out comes the death card just when we need it. But it's the transformation card, death and rebirth. You need to let go of that old way of being, that old way of allowing your mind to run and run and run. You need to let it go. You need to transform. I said back here, there's transformation that needs to happen, Capricorn, that is going to bring good things in your life, but there is a decision for you to make, right? You need to choose to go the distance or not. You need to choose to go down the road of a clear, quiet mind or not, right? But those are the main messages. Now, I'm going to get a few more cards here for you for further clarification, confirmation, and more advice or guidance, okay? So, and I've been saying this is, I'm also calling this my Colette Baron Reid reading because I'm using all of her decks. The Good Tarot, I'm using Wisdom of the Oracle, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and the Oracle of the Seven Energies, as well as the Spirit Animal Oracle deck here, okay? So, loving it. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. Is that it? Is that why the mind can't quiet down? Because you're trying to figure something out. But instead of using your intuition, you're sitting up in your mind and your ego only. Okay? And sometimes here, maybe there is no figuring out. Sometimes things are just a mystery, okay? Sometimes we can't figure things out. An example of that would be like the way you see other human beings behaving and acting. And we may be thinking of it from a very logical, it could even be from your heart space, but just why do people do that, right? I've been watching a lot of police chase things. I'm obsessed with the Arkansas State Troopers now and their pit maneuvers, their TVIs. If you don't know, they're here on YouTube, but anyway. And it amazes me that when they are hollering literally out their orders, or, you know, they're following people on these high-speed chases, and they always end the same way with someone rolling their vehicle because they've been pitted, or I don't know, like they get out of the car, but they won't get on the ground, and they end up getting shot, or there's so many, and the whole time you're watching it, you're sitting there going, but if you just listened, if you just followed the instruction, right, this wouldn't have happened. And to my sane, logical, and heart-spaced way of being, I'm like, there was no need of that. So I think that's what I'm trying to say. It is almost like, I hope that kind of made sense, but it's like a great mystery. We'll never be able to figure out, I don't think, exactly why people do what it is that they do. We may have an idea, we may have an inkling, you know, there's tons of psychology and psychiatry out there that may say different, but will we ever really know? I'm not so sure. So that's my point to that, right? Like, sometimes it just doesn't make sense, and we don't know why. The Bee Spirit, I love it. Sweet results await. If you make the right choice, if you go the distance, there will be good at the end. And that's what I kept feeling through this. Like, if you're willing to do it, there can be great results, right? Or here, as they say, sweet results. So let's get one last, okay, easy. The animals have been very, I don't know if it's the deck. Okay, this one come out. But they've been very chatty. So, Chameleon Spirit, act as if. I love that. I love this because it reminds me of fake it till you make it, right? A lot of people don't like that saying. I think it's important. Sometimes I think of it as you're not being fake and deceptive. You are believing in yourself. You're telling yourself, look, I believe that if I'm putting in the hard work here, I'm going to act as though I'm getting the reward for it. I'm going to act as though, you know, this is happening for me. We can call it even manifestation, right? But act as if. Act as if you are already living or seeing or having the sweet result at the end of this, because this will make sense for you, Capricorn, okay? If it doesn't, maybe you need to watch for your moon or your rising sign or even Venus. Maybe for some of you, just one of these messages are going to resonate, one of these cards, okay? It's different for everyone, but I hope that you enjoyed this. If you want to check out some of my other readings, by all means do. I have plenty of playlists there for you to watch, or videos in the playlist for you to watch. And if not, I will see you in a few weeks for your June readings. Thank you.